Good morning. Welcome. Happy Monday. Hope you're off to a good start. I know it's relatively early, but some of us have been kicking around for a while. So, hope you have a fabulous Monday. And we have a fabulous card. I was kind of thinking, well, first I better introduce myself in case it's someone's first time here. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist. Here with some words of wisdom to start your day. And I was thinking maybe we were going to have a second card out of the new deck that we had a card from yesterday. But no, we actually get the deck right below that new deck. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning, Cindy. Welcome, welcome. Here come the troops. Glad to see you. Awesome. So let's start with some breath. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. I think we're going to do a little tapping today with this card. In through the nose, out through the mouth. To really get it to move past our self-imposed barriers. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and deep into our heart and soul. And heart is actually one of the words in the title today. Good morning, Abigail. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Thank you, Carolyn, for the rainbow and the hearts. Much appreciated. They are awesome. And we need some verve, some vibrancy, don't we? A little bit of a... So, Diane and I went to see the first Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone, last night. And every year, the Marcus Theaters does this thing in the autumn where once a week for the duration of the series, you get to see one of the movies. So... last night was the beginning, and, well, 4 o'clock. Nonetheless, we didn't get home till late. She dropped me off at what time? I don't know. Anyway, it was late because we went and had food afterwards. So she was up past her bedtime, I think. So, but it was a nice opportunity. And what I liked about it, it's kind of the same thing as going out in nature. It gives you a break from your everyday stuff and gets you expanding your thought process. Well, man, if I had a wand, what would I do? Way cool way to get yourself out of the same old, same old. This card is also designed, I believe, to get us out of the same old, same old. And many people, many of us, unfortunately, will cave in to seeming pressure that something that is our bold dream, good morning, Cheryl, welcome, can't happen, isn't going to happen. There's a barrier in the way. There's an obstacle. Here's my theory on that. Expansive consciousness dissolves obstacles. So rather than saying when something comes up that gets in the way of something you've been trying to accomplish, good morning, Ruth Ann, welcome, rather than saying, well, now I can't. I can't. How can I? How can I? Good morning, Janine. And even if you don't have the answer, posing the question presumes there's an answer, doesn't it? How can I? How can I make this work? How can I open myself to divine flow and allow in some other solutions that I haven't considered yet? So we've got divine masculine, how can I make this work? And divine feminine, how can I open myself to seeing the opportunities that are actually there? We're in that place, many of us, with our lives, our projects, our relationships, our whatever. How do I bring that whole to this thing so that change can occur? So for me, it's with the housing project because we've hit a snag. And do I think it's unusual that we've hit a snag? Absolutely not. Is it what my human perception, excuse me, would say is a big snag? Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. However, I keep that thought in mind that God, the universe, spirit, however you look at it, can manifest $1 million as easily as $1, can manifest a mountain as easily as a hill, can manifest an ocean as easily as a trickle. So I'm calling that in. I'm calling that in. However this is supposed to happen. This or something better. If I have some ideas, but they're my human limited ideas, put the or something better on there and see what can expand. So here's our card for today. Again, I was thinking we might have the new deck again, but we don't. We have Native Spirit, which was right under the new deck. Good morning, Bonnie. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. By Denise Lynn. And our card, it's a beautiful card. And I'm sure for some of us, good morning, Gwen, it's kind of a poignant card because polar bears aren't looking so good right now. But notice the title, Warrior of the Heart. Warrior of the Heart. So let's see what it has to say. Nice deep breath in and out. And we're going to do some tapping as soon as I've read the card. Warrior of the Heart. Card meaning, you have the radiant spirit of a warrior of the light. Be impeccable in all of your actions. So I'm going to grab another one of my cards. Good morning, Bonnie. Glad you're here. Would my unstoppable self do that? So with the housing project, now that we've hit this snag, would my unstoppable self curl up in a ball and die? No. I'm going to figure out what are some other options. How do we move beyond this obstacle, this seeming obstacle? Okay. No matter what others believe, the Creator always knows the truth. This isn't the time to be timid and pull back. Immense courage is filling you, so breathe it in. Hold. Let go. Breathing in immense courage. Hold. Exhale fear. Let it all go. Out with the fear. As you keep breathing and as I keep reading, filling with courage, exiling that fear. Good morning, Angie. Glad you're here. Welcome. Immense courage is filling you. Throw your shoulders back, step forward, and take a risk. And again, a la Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the next step in faith. Then another vista opens up. Take another step. Then another vista opens up. Take a step. Be willing to live life from your heart rather than your mind. Be willing to live life from your warrior self, not from your fear. Be willing to live courageously, not fearfully. Honor your truth. Speak up for yourself and speak up for those who don't have much of a voice. That's what this housing project is about. People who work really hard and still don't have enough money to buy a house, a place to live. Your native spirit wants you to know the greatest native warriors weren't those who wounded the most people. They were those remarkable beings who had such personal power that enemies lay down their weapons rather than fight. Sink that in for a moment. Sink that in. And as we look at a lot of those leaders, I'm sure many of you are going to say, yeah, but how many of them ended up getting assassinated? True. But prior to that, and think about, good morning, Melanie, glad you're here. Think about the people who are those assassins. What do you think the karma is? What do you think the karma is for killing one of these very powerful warriors of the heart? Wow. Wow. I wouldn't want that karma. Not at all. So this is really cool stuff. There are times in life to step back and even times to walk away. But there are also times to stand up for yourself and those less advantaged. And I believe firmly we are in that time right now, one of those times. Don't allow yourself to be limited by your belief system. So all that stuff of I'm just one person, I only have one vote, this isn't going to, nothing's changing, it's been like this forever, everything's crashing and burning, life's going to hell in a handbasket, all that junk. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Let it go. This is merely the turmoil that precedes change. This is how it always goes. If we look back on history, which is why I so love reading Heather Cox Richardson, because she couches what's going on currently in history. And you can see the repeating patterns over and over and over. It's very comforting in a way when you're then mustering your courage to step forward. All right? Courage doesn't mean you aren't afraid. Hear that again. Good morning, Mel. Courage doesn't mean you aren't afraid. Courage doesn't mean you aren't afraid. I'm just going to keep saying it, right? Fearless means just that. Fear less. Fear less. And feel the fear and do it anyway. Do it anyway. Don't allow it to stop you. One of my mantras I stole shamelessly from Nike, just do it. Just do it. Don't think, just do it. Don't think, just do it. Don't think, just do it. When I know something in my heart is the right thing to do and I'm scared shitless, don't think, just do it. Don't think, just do it. Don't think, just do it. Act anyway. Speak up. Speak your truth, even if it's an unpleasant truth. Right? Fearless means just that. Fearless. Acknowledge that you're frightened and take action anyway. Face your anxiety and go beyond the boundaries of limited perceptions of yourself. That's why my tagline is we are capable of far more than we think we are. Because it's our mind, our thoughts, our beliefs that limit us. And we created them and we can uncreate them. Through your example, people find and act on their truth. You're a light bearer for others. So when you step forward in faith, it sets an example for others to do the same. And sometimes they're not happy about that because if they're all in their little group saying, well, we can't do this, it won't work, and everybody's like, yes, we agree, we can't do this, it won't work, and you go do it, they've lost their excuse. So then they either step forward or they admit, I'm afraid and I don't want to do this and I'm not going to, which is certainly their option, but they have to let go of the lie that we can't do this. So here's the journey, and then we're going to go back and do some tapping. List everything that you're afraid of. Make a list. And in fact, make 3 columns on a page. So the first one is the list of everything you're afraid of. Well, what will people think? Or I'm going to fail, or I'm going to succeed, or whatever it is. Then next to that list, write every reason why it's important to overcome that fear. In other words, what does that fear cost you? Well, I stay stuck. Well, I'm not satisfied in my life. Well, I'm likely to get to the end of my life and not be happy with what I didn't do. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? Third column. Then make a list of the various ways you can overcome that fear. And I've already given you one, which is don't think about it. Don't dwell on it. Don't think, just do it. Don't think, just do it. So if you're standing at the precipice, bungee jumping. I'm going to make one up. Bungee jumping. You ain't going to catch me doing it, but whatever. Knock yourself out if that's the one you want to do. Don't think. Don't stand there and go, okay, well, maybe I'll just wait for the wind to shift. Or, what if I tense my muscles? Or what if I relax my muscles? Or jump. If you've brought yourself to that edge for a reason and you want to accomplish this thing, don't think, just do it. Just do it. Okay? So, I'm going to show you our visual again. Look at the power in that animal. Look at the power there. What a beautiful animal. Hopefully humans don't extinguish him or her. So let's start with some tapping. Side of the hand. Even though I'm afraid, I'm willing to try. Even though there are obstacles in my way, I choose to believe I can get past them. Even though the way is not clear, I trust there's a path. Inside corner of the eyebrow. Thinking about all the things where I'm stuck. Outside corner of the eye. Thinking about where I'd like to be instead. Under the eye. Thinking about my thoughts that are limiting. Under the nose. Too many limiting thoughts. Under the mouth. I just want to move forward. Collarbone. But what if I can't? Under the arms. What if I'm stuck forever? Around the crown of the head. What if this thing really isn't accomplishable? Inside corner of the eyebrows. What if people think I'm nuts? Outside corner of the eyes. What if it proves to not be a doable thing? Under the eyes. What if I'm wasting my time? Under the nose. What if I'm wasting other people's time? Under the mouth. And money. Collarbone. And resources. Under the arms. But what if I'm not? Around the crown of the head. What if success is just around the corner? Inside corner of the eyebrows. I am willing to take the next step. Outside corner of the eyes. Even if I don't know where I'm stepping. Under the eyes. Even if it's entirely based on faith. Under the nose. What do I know in my heart and soul? Under the mouth. I follow my heart and soul's guidance. Collarbone. I can do this. Under the arms. One step at a time. Around the crown of the head. I live from my heart and soul in faith and trust. Nice deep breath in. And out. What do you notice? What do you notice? I want you to scan your body from head to toe. Are there any areas of discomfort? For me, it's left hip. All right? So that would be the feminine side. And that would be about, and hip is hip, hip, hooray. I have joy in every day. I think that's what Louise Hay says. Anyway, so I'm going to focus on my left hip. If you have some area that's uncomfortable, focus there. Inside corner of the eyebrows. Outside corner of the eyes. You may have no idea why that particular area of your body is uncomfortable. Doesn't matter. Under the eyes. Just focus all your attention on that area. Under the nose. Under the mouth. Focusing on that area, breathing into it. Collarbone, tears and a feeling of peace. Beautiful. Awesome, awesome, awesome. What else are you guys getting? Under the arms. Oh, I need to do that one a little longer. I can feel that. Yep. And around the crown of the head. Nice deep breath. Let it go. So the discomfort in my hip goes away. What I make of that for me is that was about feeling like I had to do the divine masculine thing. Push this thing through, make it happen, toil, work, blah, blah, blah. And the feminine side was saying, hey, wait. What about just opening up in faith? Yes, you can do, but also be. Have the combination. Get the whole yin and yang, not just one half. What about for you? What did you get? What was it? What were the areas of your body that had discomfort? Did you notice anything as you went through that tapping process? Anything that changed or freed up or shifted, even if you don't know what it was about? Well, yeah, my throat was tight and then it released. Cool. Good. My shoulders were heavy and now they feel less burdened. Fabulous. Whatever it is. Another nice deep breath in and out. And your mission for today, should you choose to accept it, is to step into your warrior of the heart. Be this warrior of the heart. Speaking up for yourself, speaking up for your truth. Made you less anxious. Fabulous. You feel lighter. Fabulous. Good, 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 good. That's all awesome stuff. And imagine, teach this to somebody. There's no reason you can't teach this tapping to somebody, especially somebody who's anxious. And I'll tell you why. The research has shown, on average, a 40% reduction in anxiety when you practice tapping. How cool is that? How cool is that? Sometimes we don't need a pill. Sometimes we don't need an expert. Sometimes we just need to tune into our body and do a ritual that causes a shift to happen. Oh, that's my printer. I'm like, what's making noise behind me? It's rebooting. So, that's good. We're rebooting. We're rebooting and bringing online our warrior of the heart. Have an awesome day. Happy Monday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.